So, one time when I was afraid was this summer when there was the Black Lives Matter parade down, I think it's Spruce Street. I was at the library and I turned right to go up the street and they were coming down, and I wasn't sure what to do. And even though I am in support of that, I was a little bit afraid because they seemed so angry, and I didn't know if I put my window up, if that would make them more angry, or I didn't know what to do. So that was one time I was a little bit afraid. And I wonder what you think of that.
Okay. You were at the library and you
Yeah.
was afraid because they was having a protest
Yes.
about Matters. Was you afraid because there was a lot of black people there, or was you afraid because you never been around that so much black people? Because I saw it when I saw it on TV, and I was like, um, I haven't been like around a lot of black people neither. I've been around white people
Okay.
because I grew up, by well, our siblings didn't grow up around people.
Hmm.
But when I came to Osage, we grew up, and then we grew up around a little bit of my cousins, and then I started getting around white people. But I have been to a lot of places where I'm the only black. Me and my friends been to a lot of functions where the only black there, and I was like, where's all the black people at? And sometimes, I just feel that stuff in my stomach, those little bubbles you feel in your stomach's like, am I supposed to be here, or you know what I mean, or because I'm the only black here. When I moved to Osage, a lot of black people were telling me things about white people, so I didn't like white people
Hmm.
until I met my friend over here, my best friend. Bad black
Yes.
people, there's good black people.
Yes, that's true.
All races, good and bad, until you realize, talk with that person and know what that person in their heart is, you know what I mean? That's how you could tell by yourself what a person is.
Yeah.
Don't judge them by their color. All my grandkids are biracial.
Oh.
So, I love them dearly,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm glad I changed my ways and changed my thoughts.
I was wondering, as a teacher of this global citizenship class, is there anything that you would suggest that I try talking to the kids about, like maybe police brutality or any issue like that, um, that you think would be important to bring up?
Years back, and a matter of fact, my brother was driving through Granville, and every time a black person go through Granville, they pull him over and just stop him for anything
Just on the main street.
on the main street.
Hmm.
Even so, we do have that race on street in Morgantown. My brother said he was just driving through Granville, and they told him that his light wasn't bright enough on his license plate.
Hmm.
And I never heard of such a thing like that. He said, his light's not that bright. And they said, well, if you don't have no tickets or anything like that, we'll let you go. And I just think that they just was looking for something
Hmm. Okay.
because his light wasn't that bright. But he said it, that the light always been like that, and he'd been driving it like that forever.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
But just going through Granville, and it's just a still, and people think that racism is not still here in Morgantown, but it is. Are you against? Maybe I shouldn't ask you, but are you against them teaching um, Black history in schools?
No, I'm not against that. No.
Black people invented a lot of things, and I think it doesn't have to be that violent stuff. I think like I saw on TV the other day where somebody had invented a black woman had invented something, and I never knew that so many black people have invented a lot of good things, and how a lot of things then grew into other things and other
Sure.
things.
I agree that students should learn about Black history, and not only all of the like upheaval and the um, negative issues, but also all the good things that African Americans have contributed to America, like things that they have invented and good things that they have done.